Look at this little badass. I called this the mini racer. We've got gas pedals, we've got ports, we've got red dot, but it's a 365. This build is in part thanks to the Sharps brothers' recent addition to the grip modules, and that's what we'll be taking a look at next on GBGuns. Now, Sharps brothers, or Sharps Bros, is perhaps best known for their artistic AR receivers, the ones that have the skulls and the warthog and all that kind of stuff. And that's really what got their name built. They now do chassis and a few other bits, including getting into the grip module game on the 365. This one is a bit different than some of the other ones we've shown, and as you know, we've been through quite a lot of different 365 and 320 configurations. There's a standard 365 on top of this thing just to give you an idea. But I want to show you some close-ups of what makes this grip module a little bit different and why you may or may not want it. Now, these grip modules are available very, very inexpensively, but do leave a little bit to be desired. For one, you've got this proprietary rail system on there, so folks who want to do lights and lasers, etc., end up having to stay in the Sig family, if you will. Also, if you play with it a lot, that pin that goes in here that retains the fire control unit begins to wear. You start to get these holes kind of waller a bit. That is playing a small role in controlling everything and absorbing recoil, etc. And so they start to get loose after a while, and if that walks out, well, then your gun's not going to work anymore. That's one of the neat things that Sharps Bros fixed. One of the things that comes in the package is this little Allen wrench, and that's because this is actually a threaded pin. Just the end of it is threaded on this end. The rest of it drives through like a normal pin, but then it threads in. That allows you to put some Loctite on there, or just have faith that the threads themselves are going to provide enough pressure to be better than driving that pin through. I thought that was a really smart move and a true improvement. Other things that you'll see on this is we've got an actual rail. In fact, let me strip the slide off so we're dealing with just the grip module. So you can see we've got 2 slots of actual rail there. We have texturing on the front of the trigger guard, which the factory model did not. In fact, it's angled away and it's smooth. Now, the whole support hand finger wrapping around the front of the trigger guard is not the most popular shooting method in the US, aside from world record holders like Jerry Michlik. However, on small guns, I'm starting to think it's a smart way to get your hand out of the way. It moves your whole support hand forward, which allows for more contact, and then lets you really get some strength on here to help combat muzzle flip, which tends to happen in small and lightweight guns. Speaking of weight, this frame being aluminum and having these beautiful wood grips on here does have more weight to it, so it sits in the hand a lot more like a regular sized pistol than it does a micro compact. You can also see that we've got a double undercut on the trigger guard. Nice rounded cut here, very comfortable to get under, but this slight cut here, so that whether it be this finger or your middle finger, you've got a way to get your hand higher. You also notice that we have the gas pedals, and these are the official gas pedals. That name on a thumb rest type thing was trademarked, and so it has to be licensed. It's on both sides, so you've got a resting spot for your trigger finger and a spot for your thumb. Being able to provide this downward pressure here also really helps combat muzzle flip. Now, a downfall to that is it is wider, so holster selection is going to be a little bit tougher. You're going to have to find a specialty holster for this particular grip module, and the whole module itself is wider, which I found to be really, really comfortable. It looks kind of fat here, but if I put it next to the standard one, you can see that extra breadth there. And what that's going to do is provide more surface area to contact your hand, more surface area to distribute recoil. You also have more surface area across the front. Is it as big as a full-size gun? No, but it is slightly bigger. And if we look in the mag well, you can see the extra width there, and that there's actually ribs, if I get the light to catch it, right there, so that the magazine is properly supported. Same XL 15 round magazines. I had to put the slide back on for the magazines to go in, but same XL 15 round magazines fit in, and it's got about the same fitment that you have from the factory. Now these do not come with the magazine release. That gives you the option to purchase an aftermarket one with more texture if you want. I just use a standard factory one. They're about 25 bucks from Sig, so that is an extra expense you have to add on there. But continue down, you see the texturing that we have here. This is not aggressive enough to scratch you, but it certainly holds the hand. And then these beautiful grips, which are removable, of course. A little bit of flaring to the magwell there. Additionally, I want to point out that with this being a little bigger opening, getting a reload in should be easier for you. I mean, you've already got a narrower top to the bottom of the magazine, so I mean, double stacks come with a built-in magwell as it is, but this adds to it. That nice rich texturing up that fat back. And then coming around the other side, everything looks smooth. You've got that extra rail space there. So that's pretty cool. I was thinking about doing a shooting video of this. The challenge is, for me to be objective, is that it's all really a matter of personal taste and fitment. I have large hands. I find small guns to be snappy. So this setup here, using the X Macro Comp slide and this extra broad grip with these rests here, is undoubtedly going to be a good time for me. Is that giving me a bias? Possibly. So if you guys want to see this on the range, let me know. I'm happy to do a second video, take it up to the range and shoot it. I think this is going to be a lot of fun to shoot. As far as holster compatibility, I do not know yet. We have that extra width there and we have a different trigger guard shape. But to me, it's kind of fun as a mini race gun, if you will, in that we've got the paddle, we've got the dot, we've got the comp, we've got the double undercut, all of that, but it's still just a small pistol. So it's a pretty cool, innovative design by Sharps Bros that I wanted to bring to your attention. Again, let me know if you guys want to see a full range video of this. We'd have to have a different format, I guess, because we're not checking mechanical function of the firearm. We already know all that works. We've done videos on the X Macro, the 365, all that. But maybe a side-by-side running this grip module and another grip module in some basic drills might be a fun way to do it. But that is the 365X/XL grip module from Sharps Bros. It's made out of 7075 aluminum, if you're curious about that, and it's Brazilian cherry for the wood. The wood does not have a finish on it, it seems to me. I don't know, I'm not a carpenter, but man, I think if you were to put a little bit of like a shellac or a gloss hard coat over those, this could probably really shine. Maybe put a little touch of red in the stain. I think that could be pretty cool. Fun setup, just want to share with you guys. I'm probably going to be shooting this with or without the camera just because, I mean, this feature set is not what you normally find on a micro compact. It's pretty amazing how far the handgun world has come in recent years. Thanks for watching.